Come meet the staff of Wolf Creek Wellness, a mental health facility in Wadsworth, Ohio.
Even in grade school, I was always advising my friends, whether they wanted my advice or didn't want my advice. I was always giving it. So I think I was a natural counselor from the early days of my life. Psychology has always fascinated me, and the opportunity to help people, to help them progress past their difficulties and give them an opportunity to grow, that was always something that I had a great interest in, a great hope in, and so I think that's pretty much why I went into the field. In terms of how many years I've been a counselor, I would say something close to 27 years. Some of that includes my practicum experience and internship experience, but when I actually was in the room face-to-face with clients, I would say it's something close to 27 years. And in terms of my area of specialization, I actually have always worked in the field of trauma. I am a marriage and family therapist by my education. I have also been a counselor in pain management. So I've worked with people who are suffering chronic pain or trying to stop using opioid medications or have been on opioid addiction and have those kinds of concerns. And generally speaking, I think probably my greatest emphasis and probably the bulk of my career has been with juveniles, adolescents, whether through the juvenile court or through education, school settings. It's one of my favorite areas, but oftentimes one of the most complicated areas to work. Is when you have this moment where you can give a client insight, where you make an observation based on something they've shared or a pattern of behaviors they've been doing, and you point that pattern out to them, and it's something they've never thought about before. And there's like a light bulb that just goes off in their mind, and when it does, you can see it becomes very poignant. It's like a floodgate just starts to unravel, and they're all of a sudden, wow, I can't believe I've been doing this, or I can't believe I've been doing that. And that point in the counseling process, they're most primed and ready to start gaining new coping strategies or look at the world in a different way. And it's almost like seeing somebody be born again. Like they suddenly rejuvenate, have a whole different outlook on life, and that is really rewarding. I want to create a happy environment for my clinicians, and I also want them to feel like they're part of a family. And our group of clinicians is outstanding. We have some very, very seasoned people who I can always learn things from, and they always amaze me with their experiences. And I have some clinicians on staff that are pretty new to the field, but very well practiced already, very knowledgeable, top of their class kind of students that then emerged as great counselors. I love the opportunity I have to support them, all of them, whether it's in their retirement years or as they're getting their footing in the field of counseling. This venue is one that gives them lots of opportunities to practice their skills. I've always wanted to create an environment that could invite counselors who oftentimes in agency settings are seen as frontline workers. They're not necessarily always treated like the professionals that they are. Oftentimes their educational background or the many experiences they had are not regarded with a great deal of esteem. At Wolf Creek Wellness, we work very hard to create an environment here that a counselor feels supported, that they have autonomy, that they have flexibility in their schedule, in their clientele. I like for a counselor to get to do what they love doing, and that is counseling, talking with people, trying to help people, and not be... Our support staff at Wolf Creek Wellness are outstanding. I absolutely am so grateful to all of the work that they do, whether it's answering telephones, cross-referencing information in the computer, taking care of our billing, taking care of office needs, filling the water, vacuuming, whatever it is that our support staff is helping with. They make it possible for all of the clinicians on staff to perform at our best level. It allows us to focus on the client and not be caught up in the minutia of the day-to-day. I do have a great story about getting my head caught in a revolving door. That's my head. But if you want to hear that story, you'll have to come into the office.
Start your journey today toward better mental health and wellness by calling Wolf Creek Wellness at 330-690-2337, 330-690-2337.